Alan is in Louisville, Kentucky. Hi, Alan. How are you?
Hi, Dave and John. I'm doing better every day. What an honor to talk to both of you.
You too, sir. How can we help?
Well, I'll be quick. I'm not here to waste anybody's time. I'll give you the context and then the question. I'm 24, married, got one child, makes $60,000 a year in union construction. Right now, however, I'm on total temporary disability. Roughly 3 months ago, I was buried in a building collapse and was buried totally alive. Due to the work of the coworkers and firefighters that got me out within 2 hours and saved my legs within 5 minutes. So I'm back home. I'm out of the wheelchair. I'm in therapy. I still got probably another 4 weeks until I start doing some light duty stuff. Broke leg and shoulder and had a small brain bleed. Was on the ventilator for a little bit. Some other stuff. But the questions I've got for you, I've retained lawyers for other stuff, but it kind of revolves around if there's anything ruled negligent, which is kind of what you're thinking, I'm sure. Is as far as the settlement wise, how long do I wait? I'm renting right now. I don't have fancy cars. I got what I need. I was in baby step 2. Right now I've got about 5,000 in savings, and I've got 2,500 in past medical debt. Obviously everything's being taken care of as far as I'm on disability, and then everything's being covered by workers' comp. Just those main 2 questions is just, how long do I wait if there's a settlement? And then do I pay off that 2,500 that I've gotten past medical debt? I was in the baby step 2. I've been through FPU. I've used your ELPs for everything from my taxes to my insurance. I've got disability insurance. I felt like I'm done.
You've been through hell. You've been through hell.
It's been interesting.
That was an amazing adventure that you've been on, man.
Right.
How long ago was the accident?
It was end of February, so it's been just over 3 months.
Wow.
I've been walking here for about 2 weeks.
So you're up walking now?
Yes, yep, up walking. I've got surgery coming up here in 2 or 3 days. They're going to take a screw out of my knee that's kind of messing with my walking. That should get a little better, but that should be the end of that. The brain bleeds.
You're a tough motor scooter. How you managing the pain?
We're off of Percocet, so we're just on Tylenol now. So
we're never going back, right?
That's the plan. Yeah,
No.
I was on there.
We're never going back. We're never going back, right?
Correct.
There you go.
Percocet makes buildings fly. Yeah.
Yeah. Good for
Oh
you.
Yeah, the Percocet before that ketamine's a little hard on you and Dilaudid and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, you got messed up.
So,
dude.
Sorry, man. I'm glad you're lucky, man. I'm glad your little girl's got her daddy with her.
Right. So, it's just I couldn't find anybody on YouTube that had the scenario that I did outside of maybe inheritance questions, but yeah. I'm just looking for some counsel.
It's early to have this discussion because right now I'm just happy you're up walking around. I'm out of breath listening to you.
Yeah, true.
But a year from today, 2 years from today, 5 years from today, have you thought that far out on what you're going to be doing for a living?
Well, I continued as far as the relationship with the employers. Still been great. They're grateful for everything. It's still under investigation to exactly what happened. I was the only one that was
their
injured.
Building that fell in?
We're a general contractor, and I'm a union carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
And we're working on a project that's about 30-some buildings. It's a big campus, about $800 million. The company itself runs about 500 guys in the field. And
that you work for, but if there is negligence, it's the company you work for.
At this point, the lawyers, it's third party. You can't sue your own employer. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of looking like excavators. I work in heavy concrete as far as foundation wise. Mm-hmm. And what seems to have happened is, we came in the same day. They dug out dirt to do some, foundation work, and then the foundation blew out and buried me. So that's as far as that stands.
So you think long term with your injury, you'll recover enough to go back to doing your job?
I do.
Okay.
The doctor already said, I tore 3 rotator cuffs and a bicep, so overhead stuff's probably not really going to be in there. But I love the industry. I love working with people. It's not in my plans to move away from this type of industry, if that kind of answers the question.
And so you'll be back to making an income similar to you used to make.
But yeah, they're
workers'
trying
comp
to get back
workers'
to
comp
where it
and
was.
disability will cover you until then.
workers' comp, they're getting to me within $100 of my paycheck where I was.
Okay. So mathematically, if I'm understanding, Alan, here's what I'm trying to get my head around. Mathematically, if I'm understanding, you go from disability workers' comp to back to working again over some period of time, and you're going to have the same income as you had before the accident. Everything's going to be running right along. So any settlement that you get would be to cover any more surgeries that you have to do, or any other injuries anything you have to do regarding the injury, or it's just gravy. You don't really need the money. Your life is going to go on like it was before the accident, and the money that you get, mathematically speaking, will be just to will just cause you to have a gravy on the biscuit, to have a little extra, right?
Right.
So my point is, how long do you wait for money that you didn't need anyway? As long as you need to wait to get the maximum amount. And so,
as far as
your attorneys that are advising you on this negligence lawsuit can tell you what the timeline looks like, and if it's 4 years, it really doesn't matter, because you're going to have the same income anyway, and you're going to be moving right along. Am I missing something?
Right. I was just kind of thinking, if it's something crazy like $1 million, is there a timeline that you wait to let that kind of soak in?
No.
Or it doesn't really matter. It's already, that timeline's already been used up by then.
No, you're gonna have a long timeline. They don't give up $1 million easy.
2 years.
They don't give up $1 million easy. It's going to take a while.
And remember this.
And you don't have to have it to eat.
Yeah, and the idea of a settlement. Yeah. The idea of a settlement is to make you whole, not a. It's not a scratch-off ticket.
It's not you didn't hit a lottery ticket.
Right, and so you might get $1 million, but you just said it in passing. This is going to cost you some. This is going to shave some of your life off, right? This is going to affect you 20 years from now with a hip replacement, or 30 years with a knee replacement, right? So you want to bank some of that stuff and be smart about it. Don't think, oh, cool, we can buy Ferraris now, right?
Or now we can buy a house with it.
Yeah.
Not even. So I would continue your life as if you weren't getting a settlement, and then if you get one, it's just extra money. That's my point. And then the timeline doesn't matter as much. You're not waiting to buy a house on this settlement. You're not waiting to do something on this settlement, because you're not waiting on the settlement. You're moving on with your life. Man, I'm sorry for what you've been through.
I'm sorry, too. I'm glad you're safe.
Terrible.